EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here goes tonight. Like 20. Hey,
watch it.
Value one. That's it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 31.
76. Tell him. 76. Right there. 76.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180. Shell. Protein spill. Attack.
Kill. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Gall. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zerline's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check line 54. Line 54. Come off the ball.
Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number.
With the score, Rams 3, Vikings nothing.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And a 6-6, bullet high.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Hold on. Check.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
Super
and
66.
at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Value 3.
He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
What?
Hey, Mike, 40.
From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Super 1.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Listen to me. Gun.
Cousins to throw it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Gun.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Third and long for Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Delayed give off to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Goal. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Lets it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Rams 14, Vikings 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, check.
Ric Flair.
To throw is gone. And that is incomplete here. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Throwing on third. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, five.
Now Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
37-yard line.
Mike 40. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on second and 6. Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
17.
From the gun on third down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
54, Mike. Squeeze, double.
2.
A first down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man. Complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 96 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Super one.
Check back.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, and even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gun.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
12, 12, 12.
Now it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Check 24, check 24. Switch, switch, switch.
Play. Gun.
Play.
Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, we're good. Hey, can't.
Get in the right room.
Hey, orbit. First.
58's the money. 58's the money. I'm here all day. And 58's the money.
Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day.
They run. It's Gurley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
It's our time. Sponge. No. Joker.
61, matchbox.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Anthony Harris on the tackle. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now it's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Listen to me. Gun. 58's the mic. Here we go. 58.
Cousins on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Exit. Gun.
58 the mic.
Hey, can't.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Okay, double up.
Hey, Haywood.
Cousins to throw it. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
58's the mic. Check tight.
Hey, Delta.
58's the mic. I'm scared. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hold on.
Watch the twist. Check 55 the mic. Check 50.
Blue draw Corkers. I smell fear.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. He's letting it fly for Cook, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game win.